Hi fangirls and welcome to It's a Fangirl World vlog. This is where we share our love for all things Disney with a little added girl power pixie dust. I'm Kim and today we're going to be talking about some really exciting news that was recently revealed at D23.
And I'm Steph. In our vlog last time, we talked about the room upgrades at Pop Century at WDW and a few rumors surrounding transportation and the resorts. So if you missed it, be sure to check it out on our YouTube channel at the end of this broadcast. On this vlog, we focus on a different Disney topic every episode, from parks to movies and beyond, all while celebrating contributions that amazing women have made to help make Disney what it is today. You can expect tips, updates, and more. All by fangirls for fangirls.
And for our fanboys too. A quick shout out to those of you fangirls and fanboys who have watched our first 2 episodes. Thanks for joining. If you like what you see today, go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you never miss a vlog, or leave us a comment to let us know what topics you'd love to hear more about.
And if you want daily fangirl fun, head on over to our Facebook page. I'll put the link up there for you now. We post content there every day. We encourage our fellow fangirls to chime in, and we have lots of fun. So now on to our topic of the week, the exciting news out of D23.
For those of you not familiar, D23 Expo is the magical 3-day event that occurs in Anaheim, California every 2 years. They have panels, presentations, exclusive merchandise, and people from all over come to attend. There's Disney legends, celebrities, and basically anyone who's important in the Disney community. And all Disney fans are basically there.
The headline event at D23 is the Walt Disney Parks and Resorts presentation, which is where they announce all of the changes and additions coming to Disney parks around the world. This year's announcements were really exciting, especially for fans of Walt Disney World.
First up was the opening date for Toy Story Land. I was really hoping for an actual date, but all they said was summer 2018. And that's a pretty decent span of time, especially for someone like me who's trying to plan a vacation sometime near the opening. So I've actually made it for July of next year, and I hope they open before then. In my head, I'm thinking that maybe May 1st, 2018. That marks the 29th anniversary of the original opening of MGM Studios.
Now, see, I was just thinking Memorial Day weekend because they do something on Memorial Day weekend every year, but I love the idea of tying it into the original park opening date, and maybe we'll even get a new name for the park. Who knows?
I hope they finally announce a new name. Rumors have been swirling about that for so long. I can't imagine that they're not going to change the name, but it's like, announce it already.
Maybe they're just still deciding. What we do know about Toy Story Land is actually not a lot. We know there's going to be a Slinky Dog coaster. That's going to be an outdoor coaster with a visible track. It's going to be family friendly. There's going to be some sort of Green Aliens attraction. We have no idea what it is. I can't imagine that it will be a traditional dark ride where you move through scenes because the building doesn't look big enough to hold that. I'm thinking that it might be something like a ride that we already have, something like teacups or something like the Tomater tractor pull that has now been cloned as a Baymax ride over in Hong Kong Disneyland, but with a Green Aliens paint job. What I'd really like to see, though, is something with the trackless technology that they're using for Luigi's Rollickin' Roadsters over in Disney California Adventure, because I think that that would be a really unique, fun ride and not just kind of like a throwaway kiddie ride to put in that area.
I would like to see for them to do something a little bit new, you know, maybe infuse some of the new technology, but not just a repeat of, you know, something that's already somewhere else. Like, give us something.
Thanks. I would also love to see something new. We'll see if it happens, though. I'm hoping that Pizza Planet opens again, a new version of Pizza Planet, since they turned the old one into Pizza Rizzo. Maybe this one would be more of a sit-down concept, who knows? And what I really want is more characters. I want to meet all the toys.
See, that would be so incredible. And what I'd really, really like to see is roaming characters like they used to have in Magic Kingdom. That way, you're not standing in a line. It's really like Andy's backyard. The characters are just all over. I would love to see more of the characters. Ham, Jesse. Right now they have Woody and Buzz right across from Toy Story Mania, but I really want to see a lot more characters.
I would really love that. That would be great. Now, another big announcement that we had was one of my favorite announcements, which was all about Star Wars. We got a name for the land. It's going to be called Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. We got a sort of opening date in 2019. And interestingly, apparently it's going to open in Disneyland first, then open at WDW. Before, we were under the impression they would be simultaneous openings. And we also heard that they're building a Star Wars hotel that is going to be unlike any other hotel. We don't have a ton of details on that yet, so I don't really know what to say, but apparently it's not going to be a typical hotel. It's going to be more of an immersive, possibly multi-day specific experience. So I think that sounds really cool.
I'm really excited about all the Star Wars announcements. I keep getting more and more excited about Star Wars itself the more announcements I hear. I mean, I wasn't a huge fan growing up. Oh, I love your shirt. It's gradually become one of my favorites. Like Chewbacca now is my absolute favorite character.
Oh, so fluffy.
I know he is. I really like the idea that they keep tossing around both with the hotel and the land about how immersive both are going to be. And I mean, that already goes along with Disney. With the storylines they try to tell and the immersive experience they try to give you once you enter any park. But this just seems like it's going to take it to the next level.
Really plus it.
Exactly. So I'm really excited about it. I have a projection.
Oh, what is it? Because I have one too.
This is my projection for this park opening that I said also May 1st, 2019, which would then make it the 30th anniversary of the original opening of the park.
That would be pretty incredible. My thought when they said Disneyland first, then WDW, was Disneyland May the 4th, and then WDW May the 5th.
I like that combination.
So Disney, if you haven't decided on opening dates, there's a free idea. What else do we have to talk about, Kim?
Well, rounding out Disney Hollywood Studios is the closing of the Great Movie Ride. This makes the transformation of the park a little bit too real for me because this is the only opening day ride from the original park. The last day to experience the Great Movie Ride is August 13th, and a lot of people are really sad about it closing. I think it needed an update, but I don't necessarily know that I would have closed it completely. They're making way for a new attraction, which is called Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. And the premise has guests being placed in a Mickey Mouse cartoon short, accompanied by some special effects, some kind of new theme song that they're going to have. It sounds cute, but it sounds completely different from what's already there.
I'm very interested to see if they gut the building and build something new, if they use the same track, if they don't gut the building, but they use the same track area and install a new track and a new ride system. They're talking about this being 2.5D, so it'll feel like it's a 3D ride, but it will not be a 3D ride. You won't have to wear the goggles. And they haven't announced a date, but I've heard a lot of rumors about it opening early next year. If that's the case, that tells me they're just reskinning the ride and using the same track and everything. But even when they did that for Frozen, it was down for, what, a year and a half? Mm-hmm. So I don't know. And the big question is, what are we in for as far as a facade change?
I hope nothing. I don't know if I'm just attached.
That's unlikely.
I don't know if I'm attached to the building because it is the original building from the opening.
It's like them getting rid of Spaceship Earth.
Right. To me, it is the icon of the park, even though in most of the products, they now, it was the Eiffel Tower, and now they have Tower of Terror as the icon. But to me, it's the Chinese theater that's the icon. I would hate for them to change that facade. That would make me sad.
Well, I'll come give you a hug if that's the case. D23 also announced big changes at Magic Kingdom. So the biggest one is that a Tron attraction is going to be created next to Space Mountain. My question is it going to be, they did not say it will be Tron Light Cycle Power Run like in Shanghai. the sketches, the artist concepts look a lot like that, and it could be a very similar ride. It could be a total clone of the ride, or it could be some sort of other Tron attraction.
I know a little bit ago I said I didn't want them to redo an attraction they already had for the little alien ride, but I'm going to take that back for this one because that Tron roller coaster looks so amazing in Shanghai. It is nothing like it. And that and the Pirates in Shanghai, if they could bring those here, that would be amazing.
A happy camper.
Exactly. So I do kind of hope that they, at least if they can't do the full Tron Shanghai version, I hope they do at least a modified version.
Yeah. Or like a slightly different version, the way that Big Thunder Mountain Railroad is different in all the parks, but it's essentially the same.
Right.
So
a new theater is also coming to Magic Kingdom. It's coming to Main Street, USA. And I'm not sure the exact location. Did you hear where they're planning on putting that yet?
Here, and all the concept art that we've seen, it's really vague. You cannot tell. What I'm thinking is it actually might be slightly behind Main Street, where they open that back door to let people in sometimes when it is really, really busy and they want to direct traffic behind, like maybe restage that and have it as an actual theater back there. But that's just me totally making things up in my head because the artwork doesn't give you any answers.
I was trying to figure out, okay, well, what are they getting rid of on Main Street, or what could they get rid of? And the only thing I could come up with is the theater that's to your right when you enter, where they have a restaurant. I don't know that they would get rid of all that, but
I don't know that they would get rid of all that either. I guess we're just going to have to wait and see.
But anyway, the theater's going to be modeled after a theater from 1920s Kansas City called the Willis Theater, and supposed to house a lot of great entertainment. I'm excited to hear exactly what that entertainment will be. Are they going to put a stage show there like the Beauty and the Beast? Or maybe they are moving Beauty and the Beast over there and redeveloping that area.
You know what would be very, very cool, and I know we don't want them to just take things from other parks, but sometimes it works. So at Tokyo Disney, there is an incredibly popular show that you can only get seats to by lottery. It's called Big Band Beat. And they actually, like, Mickey's playing the drums, they have characters, and it's like a full musical, big band kind of production. That would go really well on Main Street.
That would be fun. Something fun and different.
I would love something like that. It would just be great.
I can't wait to see what they put there.
I know. Epcot is also going to be getting a super major overhaul. This is not new news because it was actually announced last November at the Destination D event, but we are getting some, but not all of the specifics now. We know that Guardians of the Galaxy is coming in and it's going to replace Ellen's Energy Adventure. Again, we have no idea. Is it a coaster? Is it using the Ellen's Energy Adventure ride system and track and something Guardians of the Galaxy? Are they just gutting that building and doing something new? Are they adding something else? Are they tearing it down? Who can say? We don't know. We do know that the Ratatouille ride, that is a trackless ride system, and it's so popular in Disneyland Paris, is coming to the France Pavilion. So that's very, very exciting. And they said, and more things to be announced, which tells me that they haven't finished their plans yet, but I would say we can expect to see a lot more character tie-ins with the lands where they have existing character tie-ins. Like I expect to see Coco come to the Mexico Pavilion, a lot more Mulan in the China Pavilion, those sorts of things. And any of the pavilions that do not have a specific movie tie-in, I think that's where we're going to see some movies in the next 5 or 10 years.
And I think that's a wise decision. I don't think that takes away or distracts from what World Showcase was set up to be. I think it really helps to draw people in and then learn more about cultures. I like the idea a lot.
When Frozen was announced a few years ago and everyone was up in arms about it, I actually wrote a blog over for Dad's Guide to WaltDisneyWorld.com, Dad's Guide to WDW.com. You can go check it out. And it was about this exact same thing, how they could refresh Epcot, especially World Showcase, by adding in special tie-ins with movies that are thematically related to the countries, or character dining experiences. Or like one of my favorite ideas from that blog was they could do something like Jedi Training Academy, but with Mulan, and it could be like a fighting academy kind of. Or like Aladdin and Jasmine teach you how to belly dance or something. Get the kids more active. Painting with Rapunzel, an actual mad tea party with the Hatter and Alice and the Queen and everybody. So maybe this is my idea coming to fruition.
They read your blog.
I would love it if they read my blog. They can have all those ideas for free.
The Epcot expansion that I'm most excited about is the mission space.
Oh, yeah.
Not just, well, the first thing that they're currently refurbing the ride in order to add a different green mission with orbit around Earth. And it's supposed to be meant for younger kids as well. I guess I'm imagining that they're going to be changing the height requirements for the ride in order for that to take place, but that's what they had mentioned. But my favorite part is that they are also bringing a restaurant to the area that has views of space. I just think this is going to be really, really neat.
I think that they are definitely going to need a gentler ride for people to be able to eat or even think about food when thinking about Mission Space. I love the idea of space travel. I love the storyline of Mission Space. I've ridden it 3 times and I've been sick every time, so I'm going to try the gentler version and hope it agrees with me. But this restaurant, we have no details other than it's going to be space restaurant, except that it's going to be run by the Patina Group. Now, the Patina Group runs Morimoto Asia, the Edison, Tutto Italia, Via Napoli, all at Walt Disney World, as well as Tortilla Joe's, Napolini, Catal, and Uva Bar and Cafe at Disneyland in downtown Disney there. Those are some of my favorite restaurants ever. So in any Disney park, in any world of all the worlds, I love those restaurants. So I have really high hopes for the food.
I can't wait to hear about the food. I'm just hoping that they don't have like space food, you know, that they keep that
dehydrated ice cream and stuff.
Astronaut ice cream for dessert.
Have some sort of like cool, like cosmic-y twists on things.
Hopefully.
One other twist is that Disney is going to be expanding transportation options. We heard rumors of these for a while, but we have official announcements. So what we've got coming, well, actually they're already in motion, are minivans. These are literal minivans. I think they're Chevy Traverse vehicles, but they're painted red with white spots to match Minnie Mouse in her fashionable outfits. And what they are minivans that you can summon and take from anywhere on property to anywhere else on property. It's $20 per ride for up to 6 riders. So that's not a bad deal. And I'm not imagining that people will be taking this instead of bus transportation or monorails or boats all the time, but it'd be really easy. Let's say I'm staying at the Pop Century and I have breakfast at BOMA. I don't want to take the bus to Animal Kingdom, then take the bus to Animal Kingdom Lodge and have to give myself 90 minutes to do that when I could spend 10 minutes in the minivan for $20. It'll be up to everybody's priorities. The second thing is Disney Skyliner. So we touched on this last week when we were talking about, or a few weeks ago, I guess, when we were talking about Pop Century and the room refurbishments, but there's now a gondola aerial transportation system that has been announced. We don't know exactly when it's opening, but it is going to go between Epcot, Disney's Hollywood Studios, Caribbean Beach Resort, Art of Animation, and Pop Century Resort, who will share a, I guess, pickup point. And the new Riviera Resort, which is going to be something we're going to talk about next.
The thing that that I wanted to talk about with the gondola system, the Skyliner, this really makes sense now when you think about the rumors with the gondola and Skyliner. and the refurbishments happening at which resorts they're happening.
Absolutely.
Kind of makes you think, all right, so now are they upgrading Pop? Because Pop really, the rooms really they're getting, or in the process of getting a major upgrade. Are they making it that much better to increase the prices?
I have absolutely no doubt that that's the case. And I think it's going to be more substantial than people are thinking. I heard somebody quote, like, they think that it might be $20 more a night. Right now, Pop is about $15 to $20 more a night than the All-Stars. I think it's going to end up being like $60 to $70 more a night than the All-Stars, which puts it almost at moderate pricing. But if they are jacking up the price on some of those moderate resorts to creep them closer to deluxe resort pricing, but not quite there, that seems very probable to me.
I will say I booked my hotel for next summer at the Pop.
Yes.
And prices are, well, weekends are $180.
Yeah.
And this is rack rate right now. I mean, there's not a discount on it. And then weekdays there's $160 something.
Well, there's not a discount on it, but they also haven't rolled out the new pricing. So by that time next year, we could be looking at over $200 a night for the Pop Century. Last September, I stayed at the Pop Century for $85 a night. So that's a huge difference. And I don't usually stay at the high-priced hotels when we go to Disney because I'm doing Disney so much that I've always said to my husband, like, maybe one day we'll do a Disney cruise and we'll do like one night at the Polynesian and not even go to the parks and just enjoy that. But I can't stomach paying more for a hotel when I'm never really in the room. So if that's the case, I guess I'll be going back to the All-Star music, which I really enjoy the All-Star music. I love the Pop, but if I have to sacrifice and go back to an All-Star, I will.
Yeah, I will definitely be making some different room choices if they really start increasing that. And it would be a shame because I really do love the Pop Century a lot. But honestly, I'm not going on the Skyliners. I do not like them. I don't like heights except for soaring. So I am not getting on the gondolas.
I feel the same way. I might do it once for like one leg of a journey in order to get video for us because I'm a team player. But I am also not a fan of hovering, height kind of things. I have vertigo. Like, it's just not a good recipe for me, but maybe a good recipe for us because maybe bus service will be faster. I can't imagine them getting rid of buses to Epcot and DHS.
I would never even stay there if it did.
You know, like, I think it'll just maybe help alleviate some of that pressure, but who knows? Speaking of hotels.
Yeah, speaking of hotels, the 14th DVC Resort, Copper Creek at Wilderness Lodge, just opened on July 17th. It looks so beautiful. It looks amazing. And at D23, they announced the 15th DV Resort, which you mentioned just a little bit ago, Disney's Riviera Resort. And that's expected to open in the fall of 2019.
Which is not too far away when you think about it. I haven't seen any. I mean, maybe they've done a good job hiding magical construction on us, but like, that's a lot to build.
That is a lot to build. So they probably already started. We're just oblivious to the
everybody's like looking for like something for Star Wars and not looking the other direction.
But what sounds really great at this resort is they're going to have rooftop dining with views of the fireworks from Epcot and Disney's Hollywood Studios. So
it's just like a license to print Disney dollars right there.
So that sounds like really neat. I can't wait to see what kind of dining experience will be there, let alone being able to see the fireworks too.
Yeah. So now they're super vague with all the timelines, which I guess is to be expected. They don't want to absolutely say something like they did with Rivers of Light and then have it not actually come to fruition on that date. And I would rather them take the time they need to make sure that everything's working right and it's safe and all of that. But it does seem like a lot is being shut down, especially somewhere like Hollywood Studios. And, you know, you're losing a lot of rooms right now to entire buildings being shut down for renovations at the hotels, and not a lot of official projected reopening dates.
No, and that I thought that was kind of odd. Just about everything they announced at D23, they said it will be open by the 50th anniversary in 2021. Okay, that's 4.5 years away.
Yeah, and is it going to open is it all opening the week before, or should we just expect every 6 months to get something new? Either way is fine. I just like to.
Right, it would be better just to at least, okay, we're going to open the Guardians of the Galaxy in 2019, or, and have like at least like, do they not know? Do they just say, okay, let's do all these things and we'll try to get them open by the 50th anniversary?
Big rumors that we did not hear anything about at D23 include, as we talked about, a new name for Hollywood Studios, possibly Disney's Hollywood Adventure, possibly Disney's insert something here, Adventure, because if they're getting rid of a lot of this Hollywood theming, great movie ride and all that seems less likely. Disney's Florida Adventure sounds boring, but I guess is on brand. Club 33, we've been hearing that we're getting Club 33, 4 different Club 33s, 1 in each park. Not a peep about that, and nothing about the Magic Kingdom Parade, aka what we talked about on our very first episode. If you missed that episode, make sure you go back and watch it on our YouTube page later and see what Kim and I have to say about that.
Well, I'm guessing with some of these vague announcements, and I don't want to wait this long for the parade announcement, but that at the 2019 D23 is when we'll really get confirmation of openings that haven't been announced prior to that. Well, we better get a parade before then. That's too long.
I hope so. So, fangirls, we can't wait to see what you think or what you hope from these D23 announcements. Tell us what your favorite announcement is from D23. Tell us if you're sad to see the great movie ride and Ellen's Energy Adventure disappear, if you're excited for Guardians, if you're excited for Ratatouille. Leave us a comment below on our Facebook page, on our YouTube page, wherever you're watching this. We would love to hear from you.
Before we end, it's a quick. Are you here?
I am.
Oh, okay. I don't know why. All right.
Try it again.
Before we end, here's a quick fangirl spotlight. Main Street USA is famous for the whimsical windows, a way for Disney to honor cast members and Imagineers. One window has Dolls by Miss Joyce written on it. This is a tribute to Joyce Carlson, who designed many of the It's a Small World dolls. So next time you're in Disney, make sure you take a closer look at some of the windows.
Thank you so much for joining us on It's a Fangirl World. We're going to be back in a few weeks with our next vlog, so remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you never miss an episode.
In the meantime, watch our Facebook page where we post new content and connect with our fellow fangirls every day. We'd love to see you there.
And if you want to show off your fangirl pride, our TeePublic store has everything from tees, hoodies, and onesies to notebooks, stickers, device cases, and lots more. We even have some new cool designs on the way. So check out the link below, and when you get your shirt, don't forget to wear it on a Disney trip and send us a picture.
If you enjoyed this show, please ask people to share, give our Facebook page a like, or go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you never miss a vlog. And don't be shy, leave us a comment to let us know what topics you'd love to hear more about.
Until next time, keep living the magic, fangirls.